As what it is with Mikey. So, for today's topic, I was thinking about all of the stress I've been under recently. All of the chaos that never seems to end. My wife is also going through chaos. She's got a lot more stacked on her plate than I do. You see, I don't have a job for various reasons, but I've talked about that before. But let's just say I don't have a job. My wife has a full-time job working for the state, and she's been applying for other jobs, big interviews with a lot of people involved. Anyway, my daughter's also heading off to college, leaving tomorrow morning to go 4 hours away. So we have, and let's not forget it all. And we have 2 kids going back to school tomorrow. And we've had going away parties for my daughter and church functions for my daughter and all kinds of social interactions lately. The point of the story today is I want to talk about something that I've heard mention of several times. You ever heard the term superhuman or superpowers? And not necessarily like in a superhero sense, but have you ever heard of people discussing, say, bipolar as people that have superpowers? Now, we all know that bipolar can help with creativity, which it does for me. I love to write. I think I'm pretty good. I'm going to try to sell my stuff pretty soon. But I also like to make movies and other things. I attribute my quick wit that I've always had, because I'm like a rhyming machine, like I probably should have been a rapper. Attribute all these things to my bipolar. So I guess a question could be, are those kind of things bipolar superpowers, if you will? And we look back on a lot of the most famous people in history, a lot of them had bipolar, and I'm just using bipolar for an example. Schizophrenics and other types have also had these types of power. And of course, like the Rain Man, you know. But here is where I'm going with this. Now, where people talk about the glories of bipolar and the creativity and all the things that it gives you, I want to talk about the other end of the superpowers of bipolar. Because you see, I've got a theory, and I've looked into this a little bit, and please offer your introspection on the topic. I've got a theory that bipolar people, and as I've said, I've heard this from other sources, use different parts of our brain than other people, and perhaps we use a higher percentage of our brain. We do more with our brain. Okay, so, example, my wife's stress tends to be the stress that is associated with most quote-unquote normal people. She gets stress in her shoulders and in her back, her neck hurts, she gets headaches, she gets tired, she gets stomach aches. These are the things that she's been feeling as she's been going through this extremely stressful period in our lives, because I didn't mention all the car issues we've been having and continue to have. So on top of all these big life events, our cars have been nightmares lately, so we're completely on edge. My wife is following, as I said, the normal path with the normal aches and pains of being stressed out. Now let me ask you all a question. I have shocks running throughout my body. I have feet that feel frozen in the middle of the summer air. I tend to get problems with stress that most normal people don't get. I literally feel like I have extra electricity running through my body when I'm extremely stressed. I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack all the time. And as I said, my feet get frozen, my legs get cold. So let me ask you, in a sense, is this a part of my brain that most people don't use that is making these things occur? Because most people that I talk to don't know why I'm getting shocks. They don't know why I'm having these skin conditions. I started thinking, are these things that so often with our mental illness are bad, could we turn them around to our benefit? In other words, could I use my powers to make my feet feel cold in the middle of fire, or to make my feet feel frozen in a fire? Can I train my heart to slow down like people do with meditation? Can I use these parts of my brain maybe that I'm using extra that are causing the shocks to actually heal my body? This is a theory I've had for quite a while here. If the theory holds true, and bipolars, maybe other mentally ill people, have a little more mental power, could we harness our power for good? Could we use it to actually heal our bodies? Please, in the comments, let me know what you think of this idea. I just keep thinking that if I can train my brain in negative ways to feel types of pain that nobody else does, can I train it to heal? And if so, how far could we go with this? Could our brains be used? Could we be used as guinea pigs to fight disease and other things? Just a little something to think about. Please let me know what you think. Let me know what you feel about today's topic of what it is with Mikey. Talk to you later.